Desert Horizons, AZ Off-Grid Unplugged 3 Hours Cabin Ranch. Beautiful morning here, first week of May 2023. I just love all the colors here. All the Palo Verdes around are in bloom. I know they've all been in bloom before, but this is the first year that I've been here that they've all been in bloom. So this is just a beautiful day here. May 6th, I believe. So, Ruger says hi. Hey, Ruger. His tail's head. And there's Remy. Hey, Remy. Ruger's tail's going nuts. And there's Susie. They've been having fun this morning. So, I'm gonna show you a little bit about some of the plants around here. That's that cactus there. Got a whole bunch of the buds on it, but this one is dying, obviously. Nothing's happening there. I don't know what happened to that. Hey, Susie. Are you a pretty Susie puppy? Are you a pretty puppy? Yes. Yeah. A pretty puppy. Yes, you are. And there's Ruger. Like I said, it's May 6th. And I think I've given up on my bird of paradise this year. Not a green thing anywhere, and I gave it lots of water, and I'm done with that. But all of the ocotillos, or most of them, are in bloom. There's the saguaro. I think it's grown a few inches since last year. And I've been working real hard at getting rid of all the mistletoe that keeps wanting to grow in these trees. And you can see these three, I've been doing a good job of keeping it out, and look at how bushy they are. And then we got some around here that are just being kind of taken over by the mistletoe, and like that one there. And it's got 3 or 4 pods of mistletoe in it. So, and there's a few bushes around here that I did not know were Palo Verdes. I don't think I knew that one was. But biggest news I got around here is I got the 48-volt solar setup all done, running. It's been running since the end of February. It's been running beautiful. I got the panels all set up here. The front is about 2.5 feet off the ground, I guess. I mean, there's some solar lights there to give you an idea of scale. But they put out 2,560 watts. Oops. That's one new bit of news. Oh, and I got the trench dug over to here. And then it comes up into the solar disconnect box, and then it goes up to a generator inlet box, and that's where I decided to put the wires running into the house. I figured that was the best way to do it. That way, if I ever need to run the generator, I just plug it in there and it'll power everything. I did want to comment again. I know I've done this before, and this little drill bit that fits in a drill to dig holes. They make them in different sizes. I love this thing. It took me less than 10 minutes to dig the trench from there over to there, and I figured that was about 35 to 40 feet, almost a foot deep. I would just drill it down, move over about 5 inches, drill it down, move over, and each time that's how long each hole would take, about. Sometimes I'd hit a root or something, or a little hard. And the same thing with digging the holes for the posts for the solar system. Maybe 10, 20 minutes. I don't know, it was really quick. And they're just big enough for the posts to fit in. I was reading on the directions for the Quikrete, and it says to dig the hole 3 to 4 times the size of whatever it is you're putting in. And I thought, who is it that's benefiting from my digging such a big hole to put concrete in? The only ones I can think that benefits from that is the people selling the concrete. So, I mean, I may be wrong on that. I don't know, but these are not going anywhere. They're dug down at least that deep. That's 1.5 feet. So, and I got the drill down into a little bit. I mean, as far as you can drill it with the drill, on a drill, as far as I was able to drill it down. So, like I said, and that's been running beautiful since the end of February. Last November, the Cherokee broke down, so I had to sell it after spending $2,000 to fix it, so I could get it home. I sold it for $3,000 and bought a Jeep Patriot 4x4. Been running great. I still don't have it quite paid off yet, but it's getting there, I don't know what's happening with this, if it's splitting apart or getting bigger or not. I have no idea. I can never tell. It always seems like it's hanging in there, but I don't know. And I got a pack rat living underneath the battery box, I think. So I'm going to take care of that. And for the last few months, there's been a dog hanging around here. I guess I've seen it quite a bit, starting about a year ago. And I guess about 6 months ago, roughly, it started hanging around quite a bit. And I was looking at it. I may have a picture or two that I can try and put on here. I don't know. But I was looking at it, and I was combining that dog and Rennie, because the other dog is hanging around. It's a male. It's a short-haired, got hair about as long as Ruger. It's a short-haired dog, had blue eyes, just like Susie did when she was first born. It's part of the reason that was the one I decided to keep. But I figured between that dog and Rennie, they would make something that looks just like this. Now, I don't know. I mean, because Rennie doesn't have a tail. And the other dog has a somewhat kind of long curly tail. It looks a lot like Susie, but it doesn't have any hair. Rennie does have hair. So I don't know. It's one of those things. Okay. And inside the cabin, over by the window that looks the road coming in, is where I mounted the EG 448 volt everything. It's all in one box there. See, I have the wires coming in behind the wall there after they get down far enough that they can all combine up through a circuit breaker. The ones on the right are the battery cables, I believe, yeah. And then the next two over are the solar cables. And then one is the, I don't remember anymore, the yellow one or the big orange one in the back. One's the generator coming in. One's the electrical going out to an outlet over here. And the other ones are communication cables. I'm happy with the way this worked out. I'm not happy with Signature Solar. I personally have no confidence in them still being in business in 5 or 10 years. I could be wrong. I mean, their products are good enough, but their shipping department and their customer service department are totally lacking. So, I had ordered the batteries, and after I ordered the batteries, I went and ordered the solar panels, and I ordered all the wood and stuff to build the frame for the solar panels. And I was expecting to take about a week for the batteries to get here. After about 12 days, that was 2 weeks, 2 full weeks, I called them up and I asked them, I said, by any chance, are those batteries still on the dock? And the lady went back and called me back and says, yep, they are. I said, cool, I want to cancel the order. Why? I says, because I ordered those 2 weeks ago and they're still sitting on the dock. She says, well, we can give you a $50 coupon good for your next order. We'll get those shipped out right away. I said, no, I want to cancel the order if I don't get $100 off. She said, no, I can't do that. I said, well, cancel the order. Well, over the next couple of days, with lots of hassle just to find out, supposedly they had shipped them that day. Well, I went online and found out that it was about a half an hour, 45 minutes after I talked to the lady that they actually marked them as shipped. But they were still sitting there on the dock. So I finally had the manager or whatever call, and we got it all taken care of where I got the shipping major discount. But still, it's like, if they're going to let this order sit, and the same thing happened with the charge controller, the yellow box up there on the wall, but I wasn't concerned about it because I was in no rush to get it. It's like I ordered it, and then come to find out, they came out with a newer version before they shipped me mine, but they still sent me the old version. And oh, by the way, the newer version is better and cheaper, naturally, but I still got the old one. So that's the kind of customer service they have, and the shipping department sucks. So like I said, the product is good enough, but with customer service and shipping like that, I can't see that the business is still going to be around in 5 or 10 years. I could be wrong, but normally I haven't been. So that's where I got the outlet coming, the wire coming in from the that yellow box over here to that, and I mounted the 2 batteries there. Normally I don't have these cables here. There's just the vacuum cleaner and the little space heater plugged in there. A little chilly this morning. It was only like 49 degrees here, so. But you can see I'm bringing in almost 1,000 watts. Oh, so close. I have seen it go up to 2.25 kilowatts. So that's on this one. Oh, there it was. That's on this one. And then on this one, right now it's 13.9, bringing in 389, and it's 8:15 in the morning. And you can see I got the air conditioner in the window. Anyway, let's see, that computer, the TV, the swamp cooler, the dish TV, the printer, when I ever use it, which is very rare, and that little space heater, all run off of the 12 volt. Everything else in here, which is, well, that air conditioner runs on the 12 volt, but I don't normally run it, so, but the lights, everything else, the refrigerator, the toaster, I got a new microwave, I got another TV, fans, everything else runs on the 48 volt system. And it seems to be working flawless. Oh, and that furnace has been great, let me tell you. I've been using it quite a bit. I have that taped up because when the air conditioner is on, the frame rattles a little bit. But yeah, that little furnace, oh, that propane furnace, oh man, that's been great. Beautiful in here. That's the biggest update around here. Yeah, not a whole lot else going on, just the SSDD. Same stuff, different day, or however you want to phrase that. Yeah, if you ever have to dig any holes, like I said, they make those things bigger and smaller even. But they're only like 13 bucks a piece on Amazon, so yeah, but it's very solid. I mean, I dug so many holes around here, it's unbelievable. And it still works great. It's very solid. Yeah, like I said, and this whole setup, it was $700 for the box. I think I paid about $650 for all the solar panels from Santan Solar up in Phoenix. And of course, it cost me about a little over $100 to go get them. And then the wood was, I think it was a little over $200 because I had to get it delivered here. Only because I ordered boards longer than I needed just to make sure I had the proper ones. And all the cable in those boxes there. Oh, and then the batteries were about $3,000. So I have almost $5,000 into this setup, which is equivalent to the 12 volt setup I have. But in any way you look at it, this has about double the energy, minimum double the energy of the 12 volt system that cost me about $5,000. Only because I have 16 6-volt Trojan T105 batteries. Oh, something's over there. They don't know where it is. But that one cost me about $5,000 a few years ago, and I was waiting for the price of lithium to come down, and they finally came down good enough that I was able to get those two. So, and it was all because of the loan that I got for the Jeep and the money that I've been saving for the batteries, that I had enough to get the Jeep, get the batteries after I sold the Cherokee. So it's like, but I'm, like I said, I'm still paying for the Jeep, so less than 6% interest on a loan. But yeah, it's a much cheaper. I would highly recommend anyone that is just starting out on their first solar setup. And I know I've heard other people say this too, and I always thought, man, you don't know what you're talking about because blah, 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 blah. 48 volts so much more difficult, blah, blah, blah. No, with these all-in-one systems, it is so easy. And if you're careful, it's very, very difficult to hurt yourself by getting shocked. Just like if you're very careful when you're working with AC electricity, 110 volt, if you're very careful, you won't get shocked. You know, so the same thing with 48, because 48 volt can kill you just like 110 volt can kill you. So, but the batteries hooked up well. It took me a while to get them working properly. But the all-in-one unit works good. Everything went together well, and the first time I turned it on, oh, there's a bird there. Oh, there it goes. Dang it. It's probably going to go there to the bird bath. Everything just plugged in together well. Susie, what are you doing? You're a good puppy. You're such a good puppy. Such a good Susie. Yes. You're such a good puppy. Yeah, all right, that's stuff. That's stuff. Watch out. Don't. All right, what? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I would recommend highly going with the 48 volt system with the all-in-one setups like they have. The yellow box goes up to 5,000 watts of solar panels. So, depending on how you wire them up. Like I said, I've got 2,560. I can go bigger if I need, but I haven't found anywhere close to a need of that. I have it set up so I can extend both of those solar panel arrays easy. But yeah, like I said, that goes up to 5,000. It only handles up to 3,000 watts of outgo at a time. But what do you have that runs more than 3,000 watts at any one time? You know, unless you're a welder or something like that. You know, you don't. Well, my toaster runs about 1,000. My microwave runs about 1,100. My air conditioners, even if I had both of them on and everything all running off the 48 volt, wouldn't come anywhere close to 3,000 all at one time, unless I turned on a hairdryer, and I don't have a hairdryer. I just gave myself a haircut 2 days ago, so my hair is nice and short again. God, Susie's shedding like crazy, no matter what I do. That's not Susie. Oh, wait. So, yeah, save yourself some money and a bunch of hassle and all that. Go with the 48 volt, one of these all-in-one setups, whether you go with whatever company it is you decide to go with. Just don't expect good shipping and good customer service through Signature Solar. I'm sorry to say that. I really was not wanting to do this video and talk about them like that, but I can't show the products without talking about the problems I had. So, and basically all they told me was that they do not want any more of my money. So, and there's companies like that. They say, hey, screw it, we don't want any more of your money. So guess what? They're not going to get any more. All right, well, I think that's it for the update here. I don't know anything I missed. Yeah, everything's just going fantastic out here. This is just a beautiful day today. I love all the colors, all the reds and oranges up in the tops, and the yellows from all the Palo Verdes, and all the green stuff was blocking the views of the neighbors. So, yeah, 8:15 in the morning, I'm already bringing in well over 1,000 watts on the 48 volt. So it'll go up to quite a bit more before it fully charges the batteries. And I've got them down to about 65% over the course of one night. I don't remember what it was I was running, but I had a bunch of stuff running just to see what they would do. All right, you guys take care, have fun, enjoy your life, get yourself all set up. If you have any questions or whatever, email me at deserthorizons@hotmail.com. This is probably going to be the very last video I do for YouTube. I don't have any WANA to do these anymore. It took off, I lost it, no idea where it went. I just don't have any WANA. But it was such a beautiful day today, I had to do this one. And finish up, button up what's been going on around here. And so, loving life, living out here. Everything's basically paid for now other than the Jeep. So, was debt-free for 3 years, 4 years, almost 5 years. My 5th anniversary of living out here was April 23rd. My 3rd anniversary of having the cabin here was April 24th. I was only out here 2 years in just the RV and 3 years since the cabin's been here. So time flies. Well, breezes are starting to pick up a little bit. Oh yeah. Well, Susie says happy trails. Remy says happy trails. Ruger says happy trails. And I say happy trails. Take care. Have fun. Bye.